What is up, people, and welcome back to another video. This is part 5 of What Remains of Edith Finch. I have a feeling that this could be our last part. As you can see, we don't have we don't have a lot left on the family tree. And we're nearly at the top of the house also, if that's any indication of the ending of this game. So let's just continue on. We're just at Lewis's story. Before we ended yesterday's video.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
The sound of them packing peanuts is so cool. I think it was them. Yeah.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
I didn't miss anything there, did I? I just want to make sure I didn't miss a story or something. I don't think I did. No. We're all good. I think. Some lights out there in the distance.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Here we go.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay, so now we're even younger, Edith. Oh my god, it's so dark. I can't see.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh no.
I got turned around.
What do you mean by that?
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Oh. Are they supposed to be going into words, or? Blow it. Shake it.
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
There we go.
but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ah. Wow, what a game. What a game. Oh, I would have loved... Oh, my head. I would have loved to know, was the... I don't know, like, I would have kind of loved to know more of the meaning behind everyone's death. Like, what was the actual cause, the root cause? I understand how each person died, well, nearly how every person died, but I want to kind of like understand, was it all due to just coincidental, unfortunate, unforeseen circumstances, just things that, you know, all like the wind was blowing, hit into the tiki stand fell down, crushed the kid? Or was it like, was there actually a curse? How did the curse come about? Was the curse just a thing that they themselves kind of put onto themselves? I want to know. Trophy earned, thanks Johan. Yeah, I'd love to know. That's the only thing. But other than that, amazing game. Loved the artistic style of it. Loved the story. Really, really good. Recommend it, definitely. A bit longer than I thought, actually, as well, which was cool. I didn't think I was even gonna get that many half an hour. I think that's... Is that the 5th one, I want to say? And that was at like a reasonable pace, I feel. Obviously, I'm taking it a bit slower because I'm showing it to you, but... You know, 2.5 hours of really nice storytelling and just, like I said, artistic graphics and design. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'll let the credits roll, but this is me signing off. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.